Introducing the Holo-Gram or Holo-Grandpa. Yeah, I just made that up. In the old days, we used to have a hologram. Maybe it's still a term where the idea was you'd have this image that was basically in your room, 3D. It was the original version, I suppose, of an avatar. But now we're going to apply the grandma, grandpa family thing to it. And why do I say that? Because imagine now, instead of sitting, maybe it's FaceTime, maybe you're using your headset for Discord or something else that brings you far more intimacy and warmth and cuddle, like a virtual cuddle, if you will. You're sitting at home and you're wondering what's going on with your loved ones somewhere. Yes, you can certainly communicate with them, and certainly people send videos, of course, because basically then you have an archive and you have a history and you have a timeline. There's just a lot of reasons people share videos, not just for this instant. But now, with the VR that you've seen me push since October as a family warmth kind of thing, as a family bonding and community bonding. So this could be something that parents or grandparents or just family members anywhere in the world receive. And that has changed because when Apple introduced the Vision Pro about a month ago, actually just a couple of weeks ago, one of the big things, and there's many great things about it, but again, it is $3,500, but it introduced spatial video. And here I am recreating. I got the beard, I've got the robe, I've got the dog chewing away, and I'm sitting down getting ready to meditate before bed or just calm down. And what's more comforting than to watch a video of people that you love? And well, to be with them is obviously number one. But now you have a hologram, and if it's grandparents, holo-grandpa, holo-grandma, depending on what they call you, holo anything. Just don't holla, don't holler. Hollow, because it fills your heart if your heart is feeling hollow. So many plays on words, none of which will resonate probably, but they feel good to say. So I wanted to introduce the idea that you can now, using your iPhone, and don't get me wrong, it has to be a certain kind of iPhone. I think it's the iPhone Pro or iPhone 15 is what I believe you have to have. I'm not saying everybody has that. I'm just saying it's a new dimension, and it is requiring a certain kind of camera, obviously, but not as crazy as having to get a 3D camera or a GoPro or any of those things. Maybe those things will work. I don't know. But just basically taking your iPhone, and I assume a Droid at some point will have spatial video, and I assume that anything equipped with the right cameras, and I also assume that while the cameras are relevant, I would think that the software, like it always has, will continue to accommodate different, either cameras will continue to get cheaper as part of the phone, or software will continue to make the modifications needed. So I'm no technocrat. All I know is that when you go to take a picture with your iPhone, there is now a setting on here that I'm going to show you. You'll be able to film in 3D. You'll basically just take this. Do you see the little icon there that shows the little headset? Click on that. Boom, 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 boom. You like those sound effects? Boom, boom. From the trumpet player playing drums as in Beat Saber. And that's it. And when you record now, they will be headset compatible. And then you just upload them through a gallery to your VR headset. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is I don't do any of the modifications. I don't use any of there's a lot of technical stuff I guess people can do. I think in the past, in order to upload media onto here, you might have had to use a computer cable. And now you can record things here, and it's a lot of work to move them around. Oddly, for this particular feature, it literally is within the Meta app, which I've criticized before, and I'm sure for technocrats it's great, but I've even read on Reddit where other people are just baffled about how extraordinary the software could be, but how so many things are difficult to do. And I'm sure that'll change as soon as this gets posted. So through all of that, I explained to you that basically simply open your camera. If you have the right camera, again, you see, you click, boom, and now that's it. And then when these are done, you'll find that the video easily uploaded through the Meta app. Actually, I can show you. Siri, open MetaQuest. This wasn't meant to be a tutorial necessarily, but hey, why not? So I'm in the main menu here, and I simply go to Gallery, and my spatial videos are here. And I just click upload to the headset. And I know this isn't this wasn't meant to be a tutorial, more of a, hey, look how easy this is. And it is a tutorial, it's 3 clicks, but you would upload that. And then when you put this on, it's there. And so if that was a picture of a child roaming through anywhere, or there are some demos in here. If you go under media, and there is spatial video if you have a head quest. But my concept, my belief is that these headsets will become ubiquitous, and I'm trying to help us non-technical folks make it more part of our life. And that's what Apple's doing. I mean, the Apple Vision Pro does tons of things, and now the Meta is becoming more and more easy to use, but more powerful. And so the fact that now, if we've talked about it to experience other people's worlds through YouTube VR, and other people's experiences through VR and games and all those sorts of things, and personalize them for us. Now it's so personalized, literally anybody anywhere in the world can take a video of your loved ones, or anything you find interesting that's personal. It can be your dogs, your goldfish. I don't know why I chose goldfish. But any of it, I guess I was trying to come up with something so impersonal. We used to win goldfish at the fair. That was like your prize. And you bring it home and it'd be dead because the fish were so cheap. And apparently goldfish back in the day, we're talking 1964, were they were just so cheap. And I guess they were so dirty that by the time you got them home in the bag, and you would put them in the aquarium so the heat could accommodate, you'd take them out and they were gone. So that might be why I use goldfish. It's something so transient, but that you want documented, and something that is for eternity, that the members of your family. And so anyway, that this is very typically unprepared, unrehearsed. I did put on a robe. I'm sitting with my dog, but the topic again is spatial video recorded by anybody on the iPhone, uploaded to VR. And as I've said before, you can get, I don't know if you need a MetaQuest 2 or 3. Easy to find out. Hey Siri, search the web. Can a MetaQuest 2 do spatial reality?
I found this on the web.
Special games, spatial on Quest 3. Okay, do you really need...
Today I'm going to show you how to connect all of your Apple devices to the Quest 3.
Nope, so you don't need... The real quick thing was, you don't need an Apple Vision Pro, which is the original premise. You do need a MetaQuest 3, and I don't know... I've seen crazy ones that were on there for $300, but generally it's a couple $100. I think 400 or something like that. But when you compare it to our old, the Bell and Howell reels that we would share movies with, or, having to make a DVD, all the old medium now you have a hologram-y, a Holo-Grandpa-y, a holo-parent-y, a holo-cousin-y, a holo-woof-woofy, a holo-meow-y, a holo-trot-trot-trot. We have a holo, anything you want to fill in the blank, and I suppose even a holo-goldfish. So, it cracks me up sometimes. A holo-goldfish. It sounds like a goldfish. You go, like a dart. So anything that you would want to see in a far more realistic, engaging, embracing, and as you know, I've always talked about VR as immersive for me as somebody who gets distracted. And it's funny to me that now they're putting a lot of people use them to communicate. And I suppose at one point we will talk about the Discord and some of the other WhatsApp and other communication modules in here. But right now, this is not interactive. This is simply somebody creating better content for you from things that you love so that you can experience them forever at any time. So now literally when I have a grandchild and I'm ready to settle into bed and I've watched enough TV and I just can close my eyes, take a deep breath, put this fella on and just watch family videos as a hologram or 3D or whatever the proper technical term is, but it'll be closer to home and bring great joy. And what better way to fall asleep? And I suppose you could even wake up, right? All right. I know this went too long. I'm sure most of you swiped away. Oh, don't forget, subscribe, because who knows? I might be making Holo Howards and selling them as little pieces or giving them as giveaways. Giveaways. All right. Subscribe. It's important learning and it's encouraging. And that's Babbel. And no, there used to be a system where you had to keep talking to get certain minutes with you. I'm not doing that. I'm just, as you know, I'm authentic and ill-prepared and hopefully a little bit enjoyable. All right. Thank you.